So, Chris, before you arrived, Juliana and I, we were sitting and talking a little bit, and I actually recorded it, so maybe I'll throw this in as a bonus at the end after our episode is over, where I share some breaking news that had her in a state of shock.
I know what that is.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys know each other for a while already,
Yeah,
right?
we keep bumping into each other. I had a feeling that she was following me.
My life is around him, you know. So
Yeah,
basically,
but you're completely mistaken because she's following me.
A new
my
continent.
life is around you two guys.
Yeah.
That's why Sean left, because there's no space for him. You know,
What's the role of Sean in your life?
boyfriend, traveling together, living together.
For how long already?
Like 9 months.
A lot can
And I'm not
happen in 9
pregnant.
months.
Yeah, a lot can happen. Yeah, Vietnam happened.
Are we recording already?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, you're recording this?
So, Juliana, please tell the listeners who you are.
Oh, wait, this is the official start of the...
Yeah, this is the... Welcome to the Nomad Summit Podcast. Our guest today is Juliana Rabbi, and we're going to be talking about Christmas because Christmas is coming up, and what is that like for nomads?
Happy to be here. I'm Juliana Rabbi. I was born in Brazil, then I lived in Spain. I left. I lived in Spain for 15 years and I wanted to keep traveling. So I was already working remotely at the time, but I want to be...
At what age did you leave Brazil?
20-something, 25,
Okay.
I think.
So just recently?
Just very recently, the day before yesterday, yeah. Working remotely for the time I decided to become a nomad, I was working remotely for like 6 years, but I want to have more flexibility to really be wherever I wanted and travel more. So I start considering different options, and then I decided to start my own business and be a fully nomad. That was right before the pandemic.
What kind of work do you do? Did you do before and your business?
My whole career is in HR, career stuff related.
Oh.
So I was a recruiter for 15 years.
I thought that was when you had to be around people.
Yeah, well, no, I studied psychology. I have a master's in HR. Then I was a recruiter for 15 years. And what I do now is career coach. So it's pretty much the same thing, just from a different perspective. And I started my business when I started being a nomad. So it was the way to, let's say, how can I pay the bills? How can I keep working, keep developing my career? So I started my own business.
And that went quite well,
That went quite well. It kept changing, to be honest. So what I did in 2019, the kind of service I was doing was slightly different. So it looks like the same thing, but from inside there was a lot of stages in the process. But yes, I like it. I like it and allows me to have the lifestyle that I want to have. And I also care about my career is a part that is important to me also. So I never really considered the sabbatical period or just living out of my savings or backpacking. I mean, I did that before for a short period, but I wanted to make it sustainable, having a career and a life and travel at the same time. So this combination has been working well.
So how was your travel style in the beginning and how is it different now?
It is different now. So at the beginning, it was much faster. So a month in a place was already enough. And now when I look back, it's like, oh my goodness, a month. I barely know my neighborhood now, right?
A month is a long time.
A month, yes. It was a long time.
It was a long time for
and
me
I was
as well.
still like counting the countries, right? There was that urge to, I want to visit as many countries as possible. There was this thing.
Do you have your number in your head?
Of course.
What's your country count?
67. Yes, I still count it, but now it's like if there is a year that I had 1 or 2, it's fine.
I can totally relate to that. When I started traveling, because I'm from Europe, I'd already been to 23 countries.
Yeah.
And now it's 127. And I'm not chasing any new countries.
Yeah. I don't believe you a single word, Polly. But that's probably a separate podcast.
No, but seriously, I'd like to go to and see more places, but it's more for the experience than the number.
I mean, funny enough, I'm just coming from a conversation with some people working at an airline, and we and we were much closer to the airport, and we had an airplane flying over our heads, and everyone was quiet. And I asked them, like, how is that for you guys? Is this also annoying, or is it music in your ears? And they were like, it's music in our ears.
It's money.
It's money.
Yeah, I can't talk much about that as of now, but as we are in the phase of preparing the upcoming Nomad Summit in January here in Chiang Mai, it is related to that. And also Juliana is related to that. She's one of our speakers. And if I'm not mistaken, in the program, you're also the first speaker opening the stage. That's due to your profession, as the Nomad Summit is a platform, and the red thread of the program is along this platform mission to bring people together along their journey from employee to remote employee to freelancer to founder to business owner to investor. So this classic staircase to financial freedom and location independence. And your profession, Juliana, is the perfect solution, or is one solution for people that are on this very first stage, on the transition from employee to remote employee. That's why we want to have, and we have agreed to have you on stage to share your latest insights and practical tips and help people to get to that next stage. How do you do that?
Well, first, let me say that I love the steps, the possibilities, because it's like now someone might choose to land a remote job to start this freedom and flexibility. And in a couple of years, the person might choose to have their own business or combine that with other things. So I find it fascinating. That's exactly the path I followed. I started working remotely. And then at some point I was like, I want more freedom, more flexibility. And then I started my own business. So I really like that we all have options. If we know about them, if we explore them. And I think Nomad Summit is all about that, like bringing this reality closer and giving us tools to make better choices and see what fits into our journey. So I help people in, as you said, one of the first stages, which is going from having a traditional office on-site job to the next stage of freedom, flexibility, better life choices, I like to say. So it is about career, it's about having a different job, but it's about also being able to choose where you want to live, your work schedule, what time do you feel more productive during the day, delivering results instead of having to be in the office, pretending to be working. So remote job it is about the job, but it's all about creating a lifestyle that you like. So I have experienced that for many years, and I really like to help people to achieve that also. It's very powerful.
So what's the main takeaway that we can expect from your talk?
A real understanding of the reality of the remote job market in 2026. We're almost in 2026, right? Mm-hmm. Understand the reality, understand the real possibilities and practical insights for people who want to give it a try or to want to achieve better results. Because a lot of people talk about, I want to land a remote job, but they feel completely lost, stuck. They have no idea how to start. So I want to really help people to have a better understanding of the situation and take the first steps towards landing a remote job.
That sounds to me, if you want to start with telling the people about the actual reality, that we will start the conference with a cold shower.
Well, in a way, yes.
An ice bath.
A nice bath, a wake-up call. But at the same time, there is no point in not seeing the reality, because once you know it, you can learn the shortcuts. You can learn how to stand out as a candidate. You can learn different techniques. There are shortcuts. All legal stuff. I'm not talking about anything illegal, anything wrong. There are shortcuts. There are ways to get visibility to the decision makers in the company. So you don't need to be applicant number 703 that applied for the job, because then you get lost in that pool of candidates. So there are shortcuts. There are more effective ways. It's all about visibility, building up trust even before you apply for a job. Before that, actually, understanding what kind of remote job will suit you, because we say remote jobs, but that can be so many things inside that name. Just like when you say I'm a nomad, it's like, yeah, like, so how often do you travel and what is your style and which countries do you like to go and all of that, that I like a whole universe inside this word. And the same thing happens with remote jobs. So understanding what kind of remote job suits you for the lifestyle that you want to have, the options that you have based on your previous experience, on your studies and all of that. So this is the reality, understanding what is possible for you and then finding ways to achieve that faster. So it's not only going to be a negative thing, maybe a little bit, but also like, how can we overcome that and actually start working remotely?
For those people who are just listening to the audio version of this podcast,
there is only an audio version.
Yeah, and for those who noticed, with the last episode, we had a video podcast for the one and only time. So if you want to see what it actually looks like, go back to episode 31. But this is only an audio podcast, so you missed that when Juliana started to talking about the definition of a nomad. Palle and me were giving each other very strong visual signals.
I was just about to say, so what is a nomad? And then Christoph gave me a sign saying, don't go there, don't go there. We had an argument.
Basically, in every single episode, we come up with the definition.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know, and I brought the forbidden topic. I'm sorry.
That also relates to what we talked about before, so... Am I still a nomad? But let's not go there. Let's talk about something more jolly. Let's talk about Christmas. This episode comes out on December 24th, which is the day that we celebrate Christmas where I come from and where you come from in Germany as well. On the 24th?
The 24th is the Holy Eve when
that's
when
where we have the big and the Christmas presents and everything.
Yeah.
Same thing in Brazil.
Really?
Yes, same thing.
But for the Americans and a lot of other places, it's the 25th. But no matter what, it is Christmas.
And here where we are, this is Thailand. And I mean, people decorate. And in the
because
place,
of the foreigners?
Yeah, where we are sitting right now, I mean, you could see this over there.
Some red flowers.
Like some stars. Yeah, I recently, I saw a meme this morning from Japan saying like, oh, the Japanese did not understand Christmas. And that was, that was a picture of Santa Claus nailed to a cross. So I mean, I loved it. It looked funny, but
maybe they mixed a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little bit off the usual, the most common story.
But I spoke to some of the expats who live here all year round, and they say Thailand and Chiang Mai go so full in on Christmas. So there's going to be Christmas decorations until May.
Yeah,
I've just come from a business meeting with some Asian counterparts, and just to make sure that the follow-ups of this meeting will work out, I asked them, like, just to be clear, are you guys off the next couple of days? And they were like, no, we're Asians, we don't do Christmas. But I've seen many people around here that just they pick and that they pick just all the holidays. Like, oh, it's Christmas, I'm off. And oh, it's Chinese New Year, no, I'm off. So it's not really a thing, but the waitresses and the waiters around here are wearing like funny Christmas costumes. So it is a thing. But back to the question,
they're doing
Juliana,
it for us.
Like how are you celebrating Christmas this year, and how did you do it during your travels in the last couple of years? So to what extent is it important in your life?
Yeah.
And how often have you been with family
per year
for Christmas?
Yeah, so I left Brazil. There was that period of 15 years that I was living in Spain, right? And now 60 years that I am fully nomad. So it has been a while already. When I was living in Brazil, there was a traditional family celebration on the 24th, a family dinner, present exchange, and, loud music and all of that. And then
Samba
and Christmas songs also, The house is decorated with like
Samba
fake
versions
snow.
of Christmas songs.
Samba version, but also fake snow and Santa Claus and all of that. So all the American style decoration. And then on the 25th, back home, there was also like a big family lunch. And then since I left, things have changed a bit because when I was living in Spain, I had friends there, like long-term friends. I had some boyfriends at the time. I mean, one at a time, right? But I had boyfriends. So I was one boyfriend at a time, but I was going to his family and celebrating that. So it was very much
nice.
like Brazil, big family, a lot of noise and a lot of food and present exchange. So during the time I was living in Spain, it was like very similar to Brazil. And then as I started...
That's when you still had one boyfriend at a time.
One boyfriend at a time. I always had one at a time. I had different ones, and then I celebrated with their families also. So I tend to associate Christmas still with a family celebration. So whenever I am in a place that there is a family that kind of
But your family is not here. Your boyfriend's here, but your family is not here. So how's going to be
here? You mean your current
year?
boyfriend at this time?
My current boyfriend.
Oh, shut up, Chris.
One at a time. But since I started being a nomad 6 years ago, Christmas celebration changed. So there were times that I was celebrating with a couple of friends, also nomad friends. So it started being more like something that doesn't look like my previous Christmas. So sometimes it was like a potluck. Everybody brought their own food and we were just having dinner and singing and, singing, but like not Christmas song, just any song that we like, and doing some journaling and reflecting about the previous year. So it hasn't looked like the Christmas I had in my mind before. It is like a celebration. And as I have so many nomad friends, we get together. That's what I'm doing tomorrow, for example, 24th, right, in the evening. Meeting some nomad friends. I think we're going to be 8 people. And we're going to order some food, but just taking it easy. I don't know. It doesn't have the religious family touch, but it's still a time of the year that nomads that are not with their family want to be together and do something together.
So have you brought any traditions with you, or have you just let go?
No, I think I let go, actually. Yeah. To be honest, I was not fully into Christmas. I mean, I was, but like some people would spend hours cooking and decorating the house and enjoying that and shopping. Like I was never really shopping person, and I don't really cook that well, so I was into the Christmas celebration, but I was not the one organizing and inviting the family and hosting big things. So I always liked it, but I don't miss it, to be honest. I still want to do something. It's not a normal night for me that I would just go to bed in my regular time. I want to do something, but it doesn't need to be the Christmas model that I had before. And I don't feel sad for not being with my family, because I do talk to some people and they're like, I miss my family. I miss getting together and all that. I don't miss that. I don't know. It has been so many years that I'm not with my original family that I enjoy whatever.
Do you call them?
I call them, yes. Yes, I'm going to call them, make a video call.
Yeah.
Yes, they will want to know what I'm doing and all that. So, I'll call my close family, like my parents, my sister. But to be honest, I don't miss the Christmas that I had before as my first reference, my family reference of Christmas. I enjoy being with friends and,
Yeah.
that's enough for me.
Chris, how many times have you spent Christmas with your family in your travel, in your nomad life?
To be honest, I'm not a Christmas person. When I think I was 13, and my brother, 2 years younger than me back then, and we were sitting at the family dinner table, and we asked our parents, like, looking at this Christmas tree with all the decoration, like, why are you doing this every year? And our parents were like, just because of you boys. And we were,
don't bother.
We don't care. And so that was the last time we had a Christmas tree.
So you broke up with Christmas when you were 13?
Yeah. And my brother, then 11, I guess.
Wow.
So to answer your question, no, I mean, it was still a thing when it's the time of the year when everyone goes and meets their family and stuff. But just for that, there was never like Christmas decoration and stuff.
And also you don't have kids, so I guess if you had kids, you probably would have embraced it a little bit more. Children like.
I'm not sure.
I'm glad you didn't have kids.
No, and also I think if
you wouldn't
I
dress up as Santa.
I think if I had kids, I don't. I mean, it would maybe with a mother who is from a different cultural background. So I don't know if Christmas would play. I don't think so. And I think we're getting carried away. We can cut that out. It's like
I've spent Christmas one time with my family in the last 10 years, and that was in 2020, where after the lockdown in Cape Town, I could fly to only Denmark, and I thought, let me use this opportunity to spend Christmas with my family.
And how was it?
It was great. It was great. But for me, it's like I've been in Rio. This is going to be my third Christmas here in Chiang Mai. And one time I spent it with my daughter. We went to Pizza Hut with some nomads and went to bowling. That was our Christmas Eve. So,
yeah.
But yeah.
I see that with a lot of nomads. That I see two patterns. One is that the nomad that go back home to spend Christmas with their family. So for some people, it's like
I've met a lot here and said, I'm going to come back. I'm just going to pop over
so
to Europe
like really,
and say...
Yes, it's like really important for them. And they know that in advance. They promise their family they're going to be there. They don't mind if the tickets are, expensive, if it's just like a quick 2 weeks travel. So it's a priority for them. So I know some nomad friends that are like that, very... strict with Christmas. I spend at home and that's it. There is no negotiation. Wherever I am in the world, I fly home. And others that I think the three of us are more into that category. It's like, we don't actually care that much. It's like, you see the environment is different. You see the decoration. People are talking about Christmas and you hear the Christmas song all the time. I get, like, okay, can we change the song, whatever? But, so of course we are involved into it, but then we don't really have, are you going to do something tomorrow, Christoph?
I'm going for dinner with some friends.
But like a regular dinner?
I don't even know. I was added to a WhatsApp group and
that's how much you care. You just go.
And I didn't resist. So I know where the place is. And from the past, like from other years staying here, I know that this place has some kind of a set dinner on Christmas Day or something. But in the WhatsApp group, nothing was shared. So
A regular dinner, kind of.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever it is. I know that it's so in that WhatsApp group are around 10 people.
I think we're all three of us are in groups of around 10 people.
Maybe it's the same group.
Maybe it's the same
Maybe
group.
You're going to meet up tomorrow.
We will show up at that place and like,
who's in my group?
Oh, hi. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like the same. I was invited to this and said, yeah, sure. That'll be nice. I don't want to sit alone.
So I like to do something. So if I have friends, and normally I do have nomad friends wherever I am, right? I would do something instead of just stay home alone or go have dinner alone. But it's not like a traditional Christmas celebration for me, not at all. And I don't miss it. I'm totally fine with that.
We know that a lot of people listening to this podcast are people who are not nomads, but thinking about becoming it. So as a potential new nomad, what advice would you give them regarding Christmas?
Well, there is the possibility of going back home. Some of us nomads do that. So if it's still a holiday, a celebration that is meaningful and they cannot think about it far away from their family, it's totally fine. Just save some money because tickets tend to be more expensive. Consider flight delays and all of that because the airports are busy. But it's totally doable that you go back home, wherever home is, and spend time there. The other option is if you want to experience the fully nomad experience, you can give it a try to how is it to spend Christmas
with
away
your
from
nomad
home.
family.
With a nomad family, yes.
Yeah, there are quite some like co-livings and pop-up co-livings around these days.
Oh, I'm sure there
Here
are.
in Chiang Mai, there is like the famous communities like of Alts, for example, Alt Chiang Mai, Alt Ping River, that have their community of people, and they're perfect for people who don't know anybody else but want community. So I guess going to a co-living where there is an active community management.
Yeah, I was at a co-living space last year called Hub 53, and it wasn't a Christmas Eve thing, but it was a middle of the day lunch and.
There will be something, right?
It was super cool to get to know the people and that we're normally just hanging out at the co-work space.
And think that there are a lot of people that are nomads and that are without their family and are looking for a plan. So I see invitations in the different WhatsApp groups, right? So you might not spend Christmas Eve with your closest friends, but you can even make new friends if you're open to it. So there are possibilities.
Yeah.
I think like drop the expectation a little bit is good because it might not be. There was one thing that I did also. It's like, this might not be the most exciting night of my life, like the night that is going to change everything, that is going to be memorable forever. I'm actually trying to remember what I did last year in Christmas. So probably was not super memorable, but I'm fine with that because I'm not putting so much hope and expectation. It's like, it's a nice night. I'm going to spend with Nomad friends. I'm going to try to have fun. But my life doesn't depend on it. And if it's just a normal night, an okay night, I'm also fine with that. I have other nights to celebrate, to meet friends, to do other things.
Yeah. We're about to wrap it up. If people want to reach out to you, how can they do that? And
I would suggest they just get themselves a Nomad Summit ticket.
I was going to say that.
And see Juliana on
live
stage.
and talk to me after my talk. I was going to say that for real. Still perfectly on time to join Nomad Summit 2026. I'm going to give the first speech. I didn't know I was the first one. That's exciting. So
yes. I mean, there's a reason behind that. It's actually the chain, the stages.
Yes.
And
no, because because you want people to show up. That's
and because it's me also.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely,
yes.
absolutely.
It's a combination of things.
Alexandra has put together a really great program and speakers lineup.
I'm excited.
Starting with you, Juliana, but then all along this red thread through the program, we have really cool people, and we're these days just one by one announcing them. So
nice.
And you are the only one that we have so far on the podcast.
Oh,
so very exclusive.
So, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So for the ones who wanna meet me or follow me, apart from coming to the event and meet me live, you can check Juliana Rabbi online. Rabbi is R-A-B-B-I, like rabbit, without the T at the end. So you can check my website, my Instagram account, LinkedIn, my YouTube channel. So it's all with my name and surname, Juliana Rabbi. And I do have a lot of free content for people who want to start thinking in a more serious and practical way about landing a remote job. So I have a lot of free stuff there, and I have paid programs also.
Cool. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah, that's later.
Yeah, there will be one episode in between, but I'm also looking forward to my annual.
Do you want to share your New Year's tradition?
Yeah, I'm hiding away. It's also because New Year's Eve is my birthday, and
he does not want to be with people.
Yeah, so this will be like the 4th year in a row that I will just go into the nature for 3 nights somewhere from the 13th to the 1st.
Nobody's going
to hear about my phone to flight mode.
You go alone.
Completely alone, just me, myself, and I. On the 31st, I'm reflecting the past year. On the 1st of January, I'm looking into the new year, setting some goals, making some plans, and then coming back to reality and civilization on the 2nd of January.
Wow.
He's not like everybody.
No, I knew that. I mean, I knew that, but this is the next level.
Yeah.
And it's also, this is the calm before the storm. Nomad Summit will open doors on the 16th of January. The craze has already started. For the organization team, this is a fun ride, and it's quite challenging, but also so rewarding, and it will be also very rewarding for the attendees. We have so many little details that we are planning, things that we improve, where we create an experience that goes above and beyond, like using technology, using this strong urge to make connections meaningful, and now with the time that we need, and also with great sponsors and supporters that give us the leg room to order stuff earlier that we need, get things produced. This Nomad Summit will be something that you have never experienced before.
But I will. I'm ready for that. I'm so ready.
I'm not sure if you're ready for that.
I am ready. I am ready. Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, let's make a toast. Cheers.
And if you like this episode, don't forget to subscribe, to share it with your friends, and listen to us next week.
Juliana, you know my travel style. We've met for
many years.
Many years, and always pop up here and there. And I actually just found a message that you sent me a year ago when I was here in Chiang Mai, and you were mocking me for staying 2 months, and I was like,
because you always stay very short time in each place,
And now I'm back here, and I've been traveling for 9.5 years, and I can feel that I've been slowing more and more down. I was 3 months in Chiang Mai last year. Then I took a cruise down to Cape Town, stayed there for 3 months. So then I was hopping a little bit around, but I am traveling slower. And breaking news, I'm about to sign a 12-month lease on an apartment here.
What? You're kidding? Oh my God.
This is breaking news.
Wow.
And I'm not going to stay here all year round. But just to have it as a base,
it's already a big change. For how many years?
For 9.5 years, since 2016, I haven't had a home base anywhere. So now I'm totally nesting.
Wow.
I'm looking at a computer screen and nice sound insulation for my office, and a great office chair and a desk and
proper home stuff.
Proper home stuff, a little decorative, maybe some flowers.
We might even have more than a carry-on.
Yeah, but then I can keep it here, and then I can just travel carry-on and just have it as a base.
Don't forget how it is, right?
Yeah.
Produced by radioguru.co.uk.